That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
Yeah.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
Come on.
just let me That clock keeps
come
ticking
on.
like a metronome.
What's up?
My thoughts keep telling me to get me
You're getting
home,
that makeup.
telling me to let me all that shit, just let me go.
And we're broadcasting live from the Heart of the Earth. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast in all the known land and shit. And I am talking to you, and this is the one and only 8-year running, never stopping. Stop at the point. And we got Vault Behind the Glass. Jeff is out. He's got something to do. Thank you for becoming a member, A.B. Morse Moose. Thank you for all the support and StoryFire. Oh, I did forget. Oh, man. And you know what? Verse reminded me. See, people think Verse doesn't do shit. He does. I just ignore him. Verse did remind me. Real easy to find on StoryFire. Tommy C. Original content. Working on video tonight. Possibly releasing it. And I'm going to let you know that I am going on my... AB Most. Yeah, AB Most. Thanks so much. I'm going on my vacation, my yearly vacation. Oh, God, it's like only 2 weeks, man. I think next Thursday will be the last one, so I got to get those. All right, so we got next Thursday. We got 2 extra shows this month for members only. Guess what? Mr. Morse, you're eligible to see them. Patreons are eligible to see them when they're done. On the $5, they'll be posted in the $5 realm and all that stuff. I know I don't like doing all this advertisement stuff, but it's very, very necessary, and necessary right now, because when I come back from vacation, because I go on the same time every single year, it is hard to build up back, and it doesn't really get normal until Christmas. So, what ends up happening? I leave. I can't leave because I'm on my fucking phone a lot, and then I worry September, October, November, and November things pick up a bit. So, yeah, that's right. This fucking year is almost over.
Thank God.
I don't know if it's the worst year of my life, but it's definitely the worst year for the planet. It's maybe the worst year definitely the worst year for my country since 9/11. But even when 9/11 happened, there was a sense of like pride. There was good feelings back then, you know. But this is awful. And, you know, I'm watching Germany coast along, and, you know, the Americans are just politicized this fucking virus thing. And I watch fucking Isaac Height and all them. They're not even, they were never social distancing. You know, in Northern Europe, I got news for all you guys, this mask thing. Take it for what it's worth. They were never social distancing in Northern Europe. I'm talking Denmark. They were probably the most strict out of all of them. No mask, no nothing. They don't give a fuck. God, Kite was running around banging broads the whole fucking through the whole thing. He like everybody changed their lifestyle. I even built a fucking panic room. Goddamn Kite. He's just I'm gonna do the same shit I always do. Party. You know. I'm gonna party. Yeah, Sweden don't give a fuck. Yeah, all Northern Europe. They don't give a fuck. Ugh. This thing is overblown. It's real. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying don't wear a mask. I wear a mask. I mean, well, you know, but I think it's overblown and people using it for their own political purposes. Maybe that's why I should shut up. Is that why Dr. Disrespect got clipped? Not allowed to speak your fucking line.
5G shit.
Yeah, well, that's fucking insane. I mean, come on. Like conspiracy theorists. I'm just saying the thing's fucking overblown. Here's what I'm saying. It's worth, I mean, is your way of life worth dying for? Is your business worth dying for? Is your livelihood worth dying for? Mine is. So I just soldier up, and when I have to get a pack of cigarettes, I just go out there and risk it. You know, that's the way I see it. Some people are going to go. At this point, I'm more worried about long-term damage to the economy. And here's another thing. There may never be a vaccine. No, never.
I mean, there's something. There might be a new one that's about to come out soon.
It may, or it may not work.
Yeah.
You know, there may never be a vaccine. Never. Never kill the common cold, dude. Isn't COVID a cold? It's COVID 1.
Yeah.
This one's 19. You can treat a cold. So I mean, and then, you know, we had a month off of masks and social distancing, and then that cooled off, and everybody's like, oh, I gotta do it again. We're all gonna die. The testing fucking we're testing. We gotta get tested. We got the test. Oh God, look at all these cases. Yeah, you tested. It's a virus. It goes around. So yeah, you gotta take some kind of risk. Technically, whether there's no COVID or not, you take a risk every time you step outside the house. If you live in a shitty neighborhood, you might not have to do that. So, today we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star and his incredible apology video. The problem with this, on the surface, this one's not exciting. It's called Doing What's Right, which is hysterical in itself. It's very boring, and not only that. And when I first saw Keem's tweet about it, I was like irritated. But I think he was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. Speaking from a PR perspective, he kicked it out of the park. The thing is, like, and I said this in the news video, setting this whole thing up. It's not. It's if you listen to the words and you remember his past statements, like, it doesn't even make any fucking sense. Jeffree Star apologized. For what? For what? He ties in Black Lives Matter and ties in COVID and ties in... It's got nothing... You said this guy was raping motherfuckers. I'm sorry. I got ginned up. I love how he used the goddamn Toddy defense. Also, I think she was absent from the whole thing. You know, she was completely fucking absent. I love how he left the whole thing out. It's quite amazing to me. The other apology last year was at least exciting. This one is boring. And maybe that's the trick. You know, blabber, talk a lot, but say nothing. And he basically said nothing other than I apologize. The biggest psychopaths in my life did that. They did me dirty. And, you know, they wanted me back to do something. It was you know, I didn't want anything to do with them. They would always go, well, I apologize. And I would go, for what? And then the next thing, well, you did it too. That's the next thing out of their mouth. You did this too. You did that. Well, what the fuck are you apologizing for? Oh, wait, it's not a sincere apology. This definitely gets the most insincere award. Most of them are insincere and covered in tears. Phony crocodile tears. I managed to squeeze a tear out clutching a PlayStation 4 not a month ago. Did you see that? In the arcade?
Arcade? No.
We were going over, we were doing like arcade 1-up shit and what have you, and somebody said, yeah, my PlayStation 4 doesn't work. I was like, what's wrong with it? Well, let's watch a video. You know. And so I watched it. So they went over every scenario of the PlayStation 4. Every scenario, I mean, you could fix it if you really want to put the goddamn time into it. But it really every scenario just led to this. Buy a new one. You know, you can send it to this guy and he'll fix it for $300. Is it a Switch $300? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of it was power supply issues. The PlayStation 4 is pretty well built. So
it is.
I don't think it's PlayStation 4.
Do you want bursts on?
Yeah, you can come on. Sure, put them on.
All right.
And so what I did is I played Coldplay Fix You, and I hugged my dead PlayStation, and I started thinking about horrible shit because I wanted to see if I could do it, and I did. I squeezed that a tear out of my right eye. I was very proud of myself. Somebody wrote in the chat, "There's more tears than Toddy." So yeah. First come in, you can watch this. It's just the height of insincerity. And I probably should invite him on, but I'll admit I forgot. You reminded me Jeff wasn't going to be here. I really should take this podcasting shit more seriously. I think I should start planning out and knowing who the fuck's going to be on. What do you think?
We love plans over here, man.
We start planning more. Oh God,
hours.
the news is like pretty much dead. I'm more into StoryFire than anything else. I can't wait to make content for StoryFire. I might transfer some of it over here. I brought the. I jumped on the gamer girl train because I knew that was going to be big. And I did release it. And you're going to see a lot of like regular content over there, I suppose. That's where I'll be putting it. But I like stuff that I'm kind of afraid to upload here. I wish I did. Somebody said I should act more like an incel. But I thought if I did an incel, it would be a little over the top. So I tried to do a Call of Duty YouTuber, you know.
But I don't think you're the right casting call for an incel either.
Yeah, I'm too big.
Like if you were to have somebody to play the role, it'd probably be more something like me.
You could probably, you know, and Vault could probably do it too. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So like a 42, like I don't know.
So what I did was I put on my best YouTuber, like you know those really upbeat gamer reviews, you know. So I did that, and I wanted to do like because I knew that I couldn't start off with the incel. It's too. Another thing is like. When you watch certain actors like Al Pacino or you know like they're tough or something like that, everybody knows that I have a big mouth and I'm not really nothing against incels. I'm not the real incel. Yeah, so I thought it would be funny if you saw the transformation of like a Call of Duty YouTuber to simping for Gamer Girl, which is one of
what they always say about Shop from the Point. Tommy C is the Al Pacino of YouTube. I've heard that a lot.
What I'm saying is certain actors. Like you wouldn't expect Al Pacino playing an incel, it just wouldn't work. It's just I'm agreeing with you, asshole. You're casting. So I thought, what else could I do?
Yeah,
do the sports YouTuber, the Call of Duty YouTuber, and flip it that way.
No, I thought it was good. I liked it a lot.
It was funny,
dude. It took 10 minutes. I thought of it and jumped on it right away. It took 10 minutes.
Innovative.
It's innovative.
That shit's burned into my brain.
My favorite part of it was when they had the boyfriend calling her, "Are you streaming?" And I'm like, I don't like him.
I don't like him.
I was like, I'm sorry, I'm patting myself on the fucking back too much. But I don't like him. But I think if I had some time with that one, I would have. But I definitely want to jump on the train, and I desperately wanted to put up more content there.
I mean, that was mostly improv, right?
Oh, 2 takes. 2 takes.
Yeah, okay.
1 take. Actually, 3. I forgot to record one of them.
I was gonna say if you took the time to script it a little more, it could.
It probably would have been good. But I think that guy was right though. I think it incel would have worked better.
Things you have to think of, like for some people, I know if I write something down and say it, it starts to just be blank, and I'm reading something.
Yeah,
and so it's better for me just to do it off the spot.
Kavos doesn't write. Kavos is like me; he doesn't actually physically write. So I'll take notes, but I won't like write. Nick writes scripts, and I don't really write scripts. That's not my way.
No, you just reference points.
Yeah, I just do that. And
that's pretty much. That's really all
in the moment. That's why I do everything live. That's why I do a talk show because I can't. I'm not that talented.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the easiest. Like wow, so many people are getting like I used to hear like when I was a kid all these radio guys and what they were doing is they're protecting their jobs. This is difficult. Yeah. I went to school. I went to Boston University. I used to start and say that all the time. No, it's like the easiest form of entertainment. It's the dumbest and the easiest and the least amount of talent.
No, what are you talking about? Nobody can do what I'm
doing. And as soon as podcasting becomes affordable, everybody and their brother has a fucking podcast. So it's such horseshit. Everybody and their brother's got a podcast. But I will say this, though. I didn't do a podcast because I couldn't do anything else. I did a podcast because I always wanted to be in the radio. Because I wanted to hang out with losers. I wasn't always my parents, I'm a big hockey fan, but I wasn't always a hockey fan. Because my parents, like, they were traditional, like baseball, football, what's hockey? That's a Canadian thing. I got into hockey by listening to the New York Rangers. And I was like, these guys are a bunch of losers. I'm a loser. It's going to work out great. And it did. I did. I've been following them since 1988. Since I was 11 years old. All right. And nobody ever asks the right questions. Terry's making. I think Terry's making fun of Nick. Oh man. All right. Let's get right into this. You can see everything, I hope. and we'll go over the. It's boring, but it's not. So I think listen to the words. The words, which is
read between the lines.
Yeah, that kind of shit. And let's remember, Mom's Basement was what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Exactly. Yeah. Blair's video was what, less than a month ago? And she said, I have no reason to believe that didn't take place. I mean, I have reason to believe that she was being deceptive, but not for the reason of saying he showed her something that he didn't. So here we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I've been silent for a very long time.
I like the fact right off the bat that no deep breath, no bullshit, confidence. You know, that's always different.
Isn't that his thing?
Yeah, he exudes confidence. He really does. Yeah. Like there's no, like, you know, all these bastards talking soft or like crying. Not Jeffree Star. Fuck you.
I know that's very rare for me. I've taken a lot of time to do a lot of self-reflection.
I'm sure.
Now, in the past, I've been very guilty of speaking out of anger, out of frustration, out of my emotions. I'm so quick to grab my phone and just say whatever is on my mind in that moment without ever...
Did that happen in Mom's Basement? Did that happen in the apology video last year when you said you had evidence? Was it just like out of anger?
Really thinking.
What's that?
It just keeps squeaking out.
Yeah, it just keeps squeaking out.
There,
yeah.
little bits of anger.
Yeah.
Probably internalized misogyny or whatever.
Yeah, it's internalized. That's what it is.
Ramifications of my words, my actions, and for the first time in a very long time, I'm really reflecting on my behavior and mine alone. And I've come to a lot of realizations, and it's been really important to actually understand everything that I was a part of, that I did wrong, and really start a new chapter for myself.
They always have the buzzword, a new realization, fucking new chapter, better
How
myself.
many fucking chapters does he have?
Yeah. Well,
This sounds exactly like the other one he did.
Yeah, the last chapter was much similar.
I can't believe I made this critical error. Going forward, I will do nothing, no such thing, and this will be like a new leaf, a new chapter.
So
a new
I have made a
I just can't believe how over this video is.
Yeah.
I mean, like they said to take the comments away. So what? That's not good. That usually affects the dislikes more if you kill the comments.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time realizing why I do certain things and why I do the things that I do.
I have a question. Why did you say this guy molested somebody or attacked somebody? That's why do you do that since you've been thinking so much about it? You know.
And today, there are no excuses. A year ago, I did a
Remember that. Remember, today, there are no excuses.
video called...
He's right. There's no excuses because he didn't make any claims of doing anything. There's nothing to excuse.
Yeah, I know. He apologized for... we'll find... No, we won't find out.
Never do
Nothing.
doing this again.
We'll never know.
And I meant that. And
I mean, it's like this. Mike Lepo's in the chat. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to let you know, and I probably should have came out sooner, but, you know, I've just been thinking to myself, and I realize that you deserve an apology.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly it's the same. Like by the way, I didn't do shit to Mike Lopez. You know, and Mike Lopez is like, well, what'd you do to me? No, nothing. Doesn't mean anything. It's empty.
2020 has been really, really crazy, and I have added to the chaos. When I filmed my video called Never Doing It Again, I meant every word in the video.
Hello, Tommy. You went from criticizing what? Tommy, you went from criticizing us to criticizing fags. Us. We don't be shocked when what? Stop. Don't be shocked when Tommy wears a dress and makeup. Lift my ass up. I don't get that. Oh. You went for it's probably Ralph. Hey, you know, there's a lot of fags on your show too. I think it's probably Ralph or one of his fans, one of the two. That'd be pretty funny. I criticize everybody. That's all I do. And so do you, fat ass.
Did I slip up? Am I human? Have I done some fucked up things? Of course I have. But at the end of the day,
we're not going to talk about them, no.
Am I human?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Me and I am Alex are both human.
Yeah, I know.
There are certain things that he's done and I haven't. He's only human, Tom.
Everybody that ever sat in the electric chair was human. Every single one. You know, what the fuck does that mean? You know?
Believe it or not, our prison system is only for humans.
Yes.
Today, once again, I will not be exposing anyone. For everyone saying Jeffree's going to be coming with the receipts and we all need to be
Translation, I'm not going to say anything that's going to contradict I'm not going to make any accusations that can be easily shown as contradictions or lies. So that's a really creative way to do it. You know, that you get source five out of 5 stars for sociopath, Jeffree Star. I am not going to expose anybody. Oh wow, Jeffree, you're so above it. You know, and what it really does is like, all right, I can't accuse anybody then. I can't bring up the fact that I've recently accused James Charles of sexual impropriety. So I'm gonna come and make this video. I was like, guess what? I'm not doing it. I'm not putting out. Last year I'm not putting out receipts. I'm above it. No, you're not. There's no receipts to put out. There's this. You know, you can't say you contradicted yourself if you didn't say anything. You can't find a lie if you didn't say anything. That's really. That's good. I like that. By avoiding accountability, you make yourself look like you're above it and the bigger person. That's incredible. That really is. I'm impressed.
get ready to forgive. That is the opposite of who I am. I know I'm dramatic, I'm crazy at times, I'm outspoken, but at the end of the day, that is not who I am. And today I will not be sitting here showing a million text messages and all these things that allegedly are out there. That's not it. I will not be entertaining it. My lawyers are entertaining it behind the scenes.
Wait, what does that mean? I'm not going to release it. I'm not going to entertain it. So that's all. See, he went to defense to offense real quick, huh?
So I'm assuming that means the whole thing where Toddy was nudging the fact that they kind of groomed her along.
Oh, Toddy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I forgot where all this came from. She was probably lying, and she was lying too in that thing. Keemstar caught her in a doozy.
Yeah,
wow. And
maybe they recommended, Jeffree, you shouldn't make a video saying "you stupid cunt."
Then
you opted to do the video yourself. We didn't hold you down to do it.
If you didn't do shit though, so first of all, if you're using your lawyers, that means she lied, and if she lied, that means you didn't do shit. So what the fuck are you apologizing for?
Well, that's why it's an empty apology, Tommy. Yeah. It's a placeholder apology for when he wins all of the cases. Yeah. And he can go back to just making millions of dollars.
What the fuck did she sue him for? Well, he's got to show damages. He always seems to skate though. He's probably gotten subs back now.
But it'd be hard to prove. Isn't this what always happens though? It's hard to prove damages with situations like this because they're gaining off of the views and the momentum.
Yeah, I know, but I think he actually took some damage. He probably could take Social Blade to court or subpoena that.
I mean, a brand did drop him a few weeks ago.
Okay. There's something you could use right there. If a brand dropped them, sure.
Yeah, a brand did drop them. If I'm mistaken, yeah.
Oh, but Toddy, all these people are so cutthroat. I mean, they make the fucking commentary community look like a fucking school bus full of nuns. I swear to God.
But I will not be.
Well, I think the main difference is they all have something on the line that they're trying to sell amongst each other. We don't have that. We're just selling our thoughts for the most part, and then maybe shitty merch on the side. But none of the merch is like competing with each other. No one's saying, "I don't want to buy I'm Alex's merch. I want to buy Leafy's." Like no one fucking cares.
Yeah, no one cares. Luna Lizzie, whoever wrote this apology did a terrible job. Did they? I mean, yes, it has no substance, but the idea is he's not here to apologize. He's trying to it's trying to work. So it's the worst apology, I guess, but the mission is complete.
Yeah, you're assuming the objective is to be an apology.
It's like you could make that case exactly with Shane Johnson, and the idea is to mitigate damage. This is doing much more than that. This is a home run. I'm not saying it's a home run. Does it have no substance? But nobody listens to this shit. I got people writing me to this fucking day. I put a picture of my kid in the thumbnail, and I said I can't feed my family. Right? Clear as satire. By the way, that's why you're not getting a lot of satire on this fucking channel. Swear to God. So I'm pushing it over to StoryFire, and the good stuff maybe will come here. All right? I got people to this day. Hey, who are you to sit there and ask other people to pay for your kids? I mean, 4 years later. 4 years later.
To be fair, Tommy, you were begging.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
I know this may sound shocking coming from my mouth, but when you accept that you are the problem, you can become the solution.
What the fuck?
Oh boy, I get a kick out of this guy.
He's the Messiah.
He
came
really
back.
is something. Yeah, that's my grandfather. This guy's a pip.
And I've definitely put myself in the victim mentality before when I knew I was wrong, and I didn't want to admit it, I wasn't ready to, and I was too insecure. But today, there are no excuses.
This does sound like if you just listen to the melody of it, it sounds like he's taking responsibility for something. If you listen to the words, it's a whole different thing.
I'm someone that has impulse control, and I'm fully admitting my flaws, and I hope that people can learn from me. I have moments where I get fired up. I don't think things through. I don't think about how my actions will affect others while I'm saying them. And when you speak from your emotions without fully processing something, it is one of the most unhealthy things, and that is a very major problem of mine. A lot of people want me to address this situation, and a lot of people were putting a time.
Seems reasonable under the circumstances. I mean, come on. Oh, people are so stupid.
You know, I really wish he was poor, and that this whole setup he had, it was just a green screen.
I think
That
it
would be-
is. It looks like it.
People buying this shit. Like, I don't know how Andy Kaufman got through life. All right, I'm no Andy Kaufman. I'm saying. So I put a fucking picture of Ninja and his wife on StoryFire, and it's the StoryFire welcome thing. And at the bottom it says like Twitch stream, or it says this is live streamer and henpecked husband. And it's got a picture of his fucking wife over his shoulder. I got people in there, right? I'm not in the, I'm checkmarked, so maybe that has something to do with it. But, you know, you would figure McJuggernuggets has the final call on anything, right? So, like, I got people in there. Dude, we got Ninja! And, like, all right, maybe they're joking. And then, like, dude, there's no account, man. Henpecked husband? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I could see... If you do that kind of stuff a lot, I mean, it's basically a troll. You start looking at the human race like you start, you know, not necessarily become a white supremacist, but just like an individual supremacist. You know, like everybody's an idiot. And in order for this to work, you have to have no critical thinking skills, like zero. I mean, I'm not saying I can't get fooled by some psycho. Everybody can, you know. But it's just like, listen to the words.
No, that's just it. Like, it was titled an apology, but this is just deflection. And you're probably right, Running Right. We literally said that like, he probably had legal advice of, hey, you should probably shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You did a good job. Right. You did a fucking fantastic job.
There's no reason for you to fucking open your mouth.
Yeah. He probably had to.
Willie Mac.
There he is.
Yo, come in here. You were in here for the
Yeah, he
toddy.
can't. He's on a road trip.
Now.
He's on a road trip. Try to get him.
Piece of shit.
Fuck you, Willie Mac.
Like, Jeffree, you need to speak on this right now. And I think that we live in a world where people are just so used to doing what people want right away, and that's not good either.
I don't know that word at all. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think rich people, insanely rich people, will know that. This apology is genuine. You, on the other hand, need a shave. You look so 1980s. They didn't have beards in the 80s. Get with the times. Hair colors are in.
You know what? That's fucking bullshit. If it was 3 years ago, you would have said Tommy was hot.
Yeah, actually, yeah, beards were super big like 3-4 years ago. But the long ones and manicure.
I was just comparing how much you've aged in the past 2 years.
Oh, fuck off.
Either. I think it's been very important to stay off of social media. I haven't been on in weeks. I haven't read anything. I haven't clicked a video. I haven't seen anything.
You're
And
disciplined.
it's been really about finding myself again and remembering why I'm here and how my actions can affect other people and everyone around me. I know there's a lot of people waiting for me to address the situation. Now, I didn't try to take anyone down. I'm not a villain in a movie. This isn't a Netflix series with a crazy storyline.
That backdrop, we're not going to buy that?
Yeah,
he looks like the Joker.
This man has curved archways.
Joker.
Like a final boss. You know,
he has curved archways in his house. You are a villain.
Yeah, he's curved. Yeah, exactly. Every movie.
Who the fuck can afford
I think
that?
some people. I think too many people are just used to doing whatever they want. I'm like,
excuse me. He has 2 curved staircases that meet up in the middle.
No, it's so
sorry.
funny. It's like right out of a movie. You know what? In order to be rich in this world, you got to think big. I think I remember Dave Chappelle had Yeezy.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
he worked
for
with
a
them.
person
Abby the
of
Bear,
color.
$4. Thank you so much. Tommy will forever be my man crush. Well, if you're over 18, you could be my, I don't know, 7 minutes worth of time. How long does it take you? What was I talking about anyway? Before I derailed myself.
I don't know, money? No.
Yeah, I was
being a villain?
Easy, Dave.
Hey, he's a
Chappelle.
villain.
Yeah.
I just completely derailed myself. Usually it's fucking Vault, but this time it was me.
Wow, fuck you.
No, it's like I don't know. Let's watch a fucking video. I really blew it.
It sounds like it, and trust me, I'm sure I'd watch it as well, but this is my real life, and a lot of things that are happening and being said are false. When someone else tries to take someone else down or their career and it doesn't work, you can't just take a few more down with you. That's not how life works. We have to all take accountability for our own actions.
It's you, Tom.
Are we living in the same world?
Yeah, I know. This is
In
funny.
what world, not even YouTube or anything else, do people fess up and own their actions? Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus
Where do
Christ.
you?
Yeah,
where are
what
you?
planet? You all. She's threatening Toddy. There is what he's doing. And I think I remember what I was going to say before. It's just oh fuck, I forgot again. Fuck. I guess with the lawyer stuff and fuck,
And no one
I keep
else
fucking up.
And that's what I will continue to do. And if I don't, please fucking remind me.
Oh,
now, I know
sure.
that I've had a very hard time doing that in the past, and that will not be happening again.
Oh, yeah.
Now, did I mix myself up in...
Yeah, I mean, taking responsibility. He had like that. That's what I was talking about. He's accused this guy of sexual molestation as recently as 3 months ago. I think it's less than a month. I don't think it was 3 months ago. It was like last month because Keem told me to put the Spotify link in the account. He said it was there. His rule's not there. I don't think it was even a month ago. And he said I could play you tape. Blair White puts out a video almost 2 weeks ago. Said she played him.
That's
a tape.
lot of money, I guess. For
Now
a
he's
person
saying
of
this
color.
shit's not true, but he's taking responsibility. And then he goes on to use, of all things, the Toddy defense. Thank you, Mr. Testa.
Drama. Did I speak on things I shouldn't have speak on? Of course I did. Did I believe certain things instead of asking the source? Did I get caught up in the hype? Did I do dumb shit? And did I not just simply call James Charles and ask questions myself? 100%.
Why would you do that if you had tape of a guy saying he molested him? I don't know my actions. I got caught in an entanglement with August. I don't know. Yeah, probably. So like why would you bother? I mean, he's going on the odd hottie. Somebody like got him all ginned up. That's what he's going with here.
And that is my fault. I would like to personally apologize to James Charles for
Why?
the words that I've said and for
What words?
my actions.
What actions?
If I was really close with someone, I should have had the ability to just simply call them and ask and say, hey, these were the things that were being said to me. Instead, I didn't. I let
Yeah, what was being said?
people really gas me up, get me going behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and I really fell for a lot of things, and I got...
That's what Toddy said, but she said you were the ones doing the gassing. That's what she said.
I almost want a trilogy of this, but
Yeah.
it's I Am Alex apologizing every time he fucks up, but it's the exact same way. He apologizes for nothing, doesn't say anything.
Yeah. It is
But he
similar.
owns up to it, and it's just every month you get a new one.
That'd be great. Oh, that's like buying one of those beer collections, a new beer each month or some shit
I
like that.
apologize to Slazo.
Slazo?
I was being gassed up. I was caught in the hype. I could have reached out to Slazo. I lived with him.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine? He's sitting on his fucking couch and his fucking gamer chair.
I was reminded about that's a year this week. You know that I was reminded. Somebody's mentioned to me like one of the defenses those jackasses made. Well, like I think Nick had asked like, well, did you do anything to contact him when he was in London? Well, we sent him a DM. Why are you
That's a
raping
lot of
people?
money, I guess,
or something
for a
like
person
that,
of
or
color.
don't rape anybody. That was it. I might have thought that was a joke. He becomes a floating head with hands. Boss time. Yeah, that's right, Mike. Yeah, they were like, well, hey, can you stop raping people? All right, thanks. Like, I don't, if I believe they said something like that. Cloudscape, how are you?
caught up in the hype. It's disgusting, it's awful, and none of it should have happened. So James, I am truly sorry for my actions and my behavior. 2020 has been very tumultuous for a lot of us. It has been a very crazy year. And I think that James and myself and anyone involved would agree with me that there are way bigger issues happening on this planet. Jeffree, you're just saying this as a distraction. Jeffree, no. Reality is here, and makeup, drama, and beauty, community, gossip, and tea, it may be entertainment for you, and it used to be for me, but it's my life and it's their lives. And right now, outside of our walls, our world is falling apart, and it's truly
the balls! The balls! The balls of this guy. Somebody's saying he's sitting funny or he's sitting like a jerk. He's covering up the size of his nuts. The balls of this guy. All beauty matters.
shocking. So I'm not going to.
The only thing I've been able to think of this entire time is he looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine if he was a burn victim.
Yeah, right. Tattoos.
To give you an expose of the beauty community. I'm not going to end anyone today. I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I've never committed a crime before, and I've never been to jail. It's been
apparently. We were talking about this on Augie's show last night. Augie was streaming, and notice the younger kids? It's like a big. When I was a kid, if you went to jail, it was kind of cool. It's sad to see how far Rainbow Bright has fallen after the meth addiction. Yeah, sleeping lizard. I would imagine. Yeah, it's like he's saying he never. Apparently, from what I was told last night, so take this with a grain of salt. I'm going by what I heard. He joked about getting picked up. I've been arrested. I've had cuffs on my hands twice. I've been arrested like over 5. Like twice in the military alone. But the reason he's saying, I'm told, that he's not going to jail is because people are like so uptight. Like, oh my God, you got arrested. You went to jail. And that like automatically makes you a best. What if you got arrested for a bullshit reason? Like there's none of that. What if you got arrested for just saying, maybe a cop was a dick to you and you're a dick back and he picked you up? And like that badass. Like, what is with kids today? Like, oh my God, you got arrested. Do we really put that much faith in our government? It's very strange. I find that bizarre. So he's probably telling a story about getting arrested, and he never did, or he's lying now. I just thought that was strange.
That's a lot of money.
Hard to process.
Lazo, can you shut the fuck up and stop being depressed? We have Black Lives Matter going on right now. Can we come back to this?
His hair looks like sherbet. Yeah, Starburst candy. It looks like sherbet.
Process a lot of what is being said, but involving the situation, I would just like to say that James Charles, I'm very sorry. Anything else that you guys want to know, it will never be spoken about. You can ask other people. I, just like last year, have fully removed myself. And did I get swept up into the bullshit again? Of course I did. And for that,
Ronald Reagan, I should have closed the mental institution. What did I come back to? Take me back out. Trump is not a Republican. Yeah, that's why he wins, President Reagan.
I'm forever embarrassed of. Now, Breonna Taylor still has no justice. Black trans women are being murdered every day and the news is silent. Elijah McClain has no justice. And
how dare he bring her name up?
Yeah.
Was it a good girl? Yeah, she's a woman that got shot by a cop. Like, what the fuck? How dare you put your petty bullshit? You were accusing people of fucking rape. Like, fucking how dare you? I mean, nobody's mad at that? He really has some power.
The countless other people who are murdered every single day while everyone just goes about their business like nothing's happening.
Yeah, because here's what I could do. I take time out of the day and I think about all the murder, mayhem, and fucking destruction that are going on, right? And I just take time out because that's important and it's good for me. And as long as I think about it and how fucking rotten it is, it'll be good for other people. Yeah. No, I don't do that, and nobody else does that. And if you do that, you're probably one of two things: crazy or a real pain in the ass to somebody else. That's the way it usually works.
And I think that drama and the beauty world, which I have definitely been a part of, it all has to stop. Now, 6 months ago, before COVID and everything hit our world, it was such a different place for all of us. And including myself, it's really time to reflect on the big picture. Now, Shane Dawson, he is one of my best friends and someone who helped me remember who I am when I was starting to crack and lose focus of who I really was. He is genuine, amazing, he is selfless, and he is...
I just see Shane Dawson watching this and crying. I never should have got involved with you. You've destroyed me. And that's what the psychos do. If you look at this, they destroy everybody around them. Everybody. Think about everybody who's been destroyed. With their Toddy, James for a little while, but he managed to climb back, mostly because he actually didn't do shit. And he's lucky there's a platform like YouTube where you can defend yourself. Old days, he would have been done for good. And Shane Dawson, one of the original OG YouTubers, one of the guys that has I mean, look, I know Shane's not nice to praise right now, but it's not like he hasn't made anything good. It's not like he's was a no talent hack, but he gave it all up to get involved with this guy who's clearly a psychopath, who clearly is a spiteful maniac, who is clearly will do absolutely anything to win. And the only reason, Shane isn't being thrown out of the bus right now is because he can't do it. And if there was a reason or a way or some way if it came down to if I throw Shane on the bus right now, I'll be good, he'd do it. He just didn't need to, and he probably can't. So I bet if I was Shane Dawson, I would just be like, the fuck was I thinking? He saw the lights, man. He saw the lights. I mean, I guess if you're a gay man, this is this is the apex right here. You got a beauty company, you dress fucking crazy, and you're filthy, filthy, filthy rich. I imagine this is just the dream, or the apex of. I'm sure not all gay men, but some. And I think Shane is a chubby guy in his 30s. He's got depression issues, so he's probably terminally unsatisfied no matter how much he's accomplished. He's accomplished more on this website than I ever will, or even anybody I know will. And this is what you get. And in some ways, he really deserves it. I don't believe for a fucking minute that Shane Dawson is a danger to kids because he made a bunch of said something really inappropriate to a kid, pretended to masturbate for the Will Smith stuff. The music video, which I find completely, totally repulsive and disgusting, and where he used a child in a video, which is completely inappropriate. I still, even after all that, I don't believe for a second that he's a danger. I think he was just a fucking asshole kid on a platform that basically had no regulation or no oversight. There was no cancellations back then. The edgier, the better. I don't believe that. But I think James, what he's really paying for, even more so than what's on the surface.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Getting involved in this guy's life, making puff pieces on him, doing several episodes of puff pieces, getting involved with Eugenia Cooney, looking the other way and not having the strength to say, hey, James Charles, I don't like you, but this is what's being done to you is wrong. That's what he's really paying for. That's the price. And then all this other stuff with the pedo jokes and all the crazy shit he said in the past is just the sprinkles on top through a culture right now that just, has a throbbing erection to ruin people's lives like no other time in my life. So it's just the stars aligned. But the mistake was this guy is so clearly off his fucking rocker. This guy is so clearly like a money-hungry whore. It doesn't get... Look at the arches in his fucking house! That's the perfect point! He literally makes a video. And it's like a perfect set for a bad guy. That's James... That's Shane Dawson's original sin. Being blind. Not learning anything in your 30s about people. That's the punishment. It's not because, it's like, well, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's greed. It's lust. And that's why they're sins. Now, I'm not trying to give you some kind of religious fucking horse shit or believe in God. Now everybody knows I'm an atheist. But even as an atheist, I know why those rules are there. That's what it is. That's why they put them there. They simplified it and tried to terrify you with a goddamn person in the afterlife. But the rules, the Judeo-Christian rules, are there for a reason. And most of the time, not all the ones, especially about gays, are good. And they build a society that frowns or should frown on psychos like this. All I can say, thank God that this jackass isn't running a country, because you'd all be in camps. And he's just really into makeup. You know, I mean, that's it. That's it. Gays are in the Bible. What about Leviticus?
One of the most kind people that I've ever met in my entire world. I know that Shane would put his family and friends before himself in a flash.
Yup. I bet you knew that. I bet you read that about him.
Now, did Shane and I get caught up in the drama and do some dumb shit? Of course we did. But that is my best friend, and I...
Next question for Shane Dawson. What dumb shit did you do with Jeffree? What is he referring to?
I was actually truly shocked that people thought that I was going to distance myself from him or that my silence was anything but support. I know Shane from now. I don't know Shane from 10 years ago, and he doesn't know me from 10 years ago. Now, do I agree with Shane's past actions? Of course I don't. And does he agree with my past behavior? Of course he doesn't. I know the amazing person that he is today. And
we already have one that has running country. You know, running riot. See, you have no ability to identify it. None. Zero. Because you've and your ilk have confused. It's not a political way of doing things. It's not just because it just crosses your values or ideas. It's a certain type of behavior in person. He ain't it. This is it. Lance Armstrong's it. Lots of guys are ambitious. But people like him, when they're in charge, you'll know it. You'll fucking know it. You just think it's when you hear everybody out there in Portland and Washington, they hear something that just counteracts their fucking values and they panic, sort of like wacko Christians do, and then they throw the whole, cycle, and then everybody becomes a psychologist.
You don't abandon your friends. I know a lot of people have said, Jeffree, you've had a lot of tumultuous friendships in the beauty world. Yes,
I can't get rid of this guy.
But in reality, I have a lot of amazing, real people behind the scenes, and I'm forever grateful for those people who always remind me of who I am, because lately, I definitely was slipping. Now, what me and Shane accomplished together, business-wise, I hope that it inspires anyone out there that wants to start a business. You sucked the life out of him. You ruined him. Is afraid to get off their feet. Because remember, I used to be homeless and work at the mall, and I really just said, you know what? I want to create my own vision, and that's what I did. And he has always believed in me. All right, now, no matter what narrative anyone tries to spin of me, I am so fucking proud to own an inclusive makeup company.
I'm not gonna listen to that horse shit. So there you go.
That's a lot of money,
but I was
I
just
guess,
beginning to be on his
person
side.
Apart from the typical bad guy palace and arches, he has also built the most stereotypical villains composed of angular shapes and slender physique. Yeah, I know. It is kind of funny. They're not always this obvious, these maniacs. This guy, wears it on his sleeve. This is he's unusual as far as the narcissist is concerned. This guy, he's just you know what? I think I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to look like a DC villain. Fuck it.
Check your Discord DMs, Tommy.
Why? Only you.
Play the video I played you.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
right. Never
for a person of color.
Is there music in there? Firing up a big-ass black fire to celebrate recently getting my medical card here in the hellscape of Florida. Here's $5. Well, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.
No, there is no music.
There's no music in this? All right, fine. Oh, I forgot to fucking load it. I should have done that earlier. All right. There we go. What is this?
I am your leader now. Hello, citizens of Gotham City. If you are seeing this, I have killed Batman and I have taken control of the city. I am your leader now. Hello, citizens of Gotham City.
Yeah, it's really, that's about right.
It's the Joker. It's the Joker, right. Bro.
Yeah. It really is. Not all this obvious. But yeah, Shane Dawson is going to probably go to his grave thinking to himself, why did I get involved with this guy? And it might be a situation, depending what his bills are like, because rich people have bills, right? he may have to stay with him to just survive. Because now you're in, it's like, make money with the fucking mob or even the devil. There's nowhere else to go because nobody will work with you.
I mean, like he does have he is in business ties with him too, with the fucking makeup shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then he'll get discarded as soon as Shane isn't a danger to him anymore. He'll be discarded.
Yeah.
This is what you get. Look, I'm not trying to say I'm above this. I've got blinded by the light before, but I also paid a heavy price. Shane is bigger, and he has a bigger psychopath to deal with, so he's going to pay a bigger price. He's going to pay a price, and just to think, don't think you can be fooled by these guys, these narcissists. They can get you. They can get you. The trick is have a moral compass. And when somebody's telling you something it is wrong, and I'm not talking about your fucking political views. I'm talking about, the atypical stealing, killing, lying. If somebody's telling you that it's okay to do it under these circumstances, right? Often, I think it's okay to lie to a captor, Yeah, there you go. That's your red flag. If somebody you see constant mood swings from really being nice to you to being nasty, that's another red flag. If you go, everybody's like, "Oh, you're so great." I had this girl. She hated my guts all the way through high school. She's a psychopath, and she was dating my buddy, who was actually, when I met him, he just graduated high school. He was like 19 when I was like 15, and he was dating a girl in my class, and they dated and what have you. And I lost touch with him and her, and she was really, really nasty to me. All right, so I see her at a bar one night, and all of a sudden she's being really nice and like, oh, I was such a bitch back then, right? And she starts coming on to me. Starts asking me, she's always hot. I mean, she can be a bitch, but she's good looking. And she starts coming on to me, what have you. And I was like, aren't you dating Joe? And she says, oh, God, I haven't seen him in years. Right? I'm like, really? No, I'm not dating him anymore. I'm like, well, fuck it. For some fucking strange reason, it's like, can you take me roller skating next Saturday? I'm like, yeah, at this place, at this time. I'm like, sure, take you there. Pick you up on my 1972 Buick LeSabre, and the Green Machine. And I hadn't seen Joe a couple years. Guess who was there? Joe. She was using me to rub it in his face. And I'm like, this guy kind of could kick my ass. And I generally liked him. I just hadn't seen him in a long time. And I felt like a fucking used prick. And, she just wanted to go, maybe I should have figured it out and she did roller skating. But, yeah, she was hot. I saw titties. Now, that's the trick. So, you know what I did? I fucking walked up to him and I said, I'm on a date with her. She told me you weren't around. And he was mad, you could tell. And I just I wasn't not here to disrespect you in any way, and I'm not here, and I had no plans to disrespect you. She goes, he looked at me, he goes, yeah, I know. So you know what he did? About a year later, he started going back out with her, and she made him crazy for a while. Joe grew up, had a wonderful wife, and he has a bunch of kids. He's doing real well right now, though.
He knows.
He's doing fine. Yeah, he finally got rid of her. She's cancer to him. She did more damage to him than she ever did to me. But, I mean, yeah, I was like, what a shitty thing to do. And she even said, he talked about it later, I ran into him, and he said, she did that. She picked you because she used to always tell me how much she hated you. Yeah. So she picked the guy they hated. Yeah. Isn't that fun? You like that? Isn't that funny? So I think this guy's. I'm gonna she made out with me, everything. She how can you do that? If I hate you, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Hate you, wish you were dead. I can't make out with you. I just can't I can't make out with you. I can't do anything sexual. I just no. Yeah. Some guys can do that. I can't. If I'm angry with you, I'm mad at you. If I think you're a bitch, I can. But if I hate you, I can't do that.
If there's anybody that can do it, it's Oz.
Yes, Oz could do it. Oh, I fucking hate I hate my ex-wife. Fucked her in the ass last week. You know. So, yeah, I mean, it does take character to do it. But, you know, he slipped up big, and he had plenty of fucking warning. And not to mention, he's in his 30s. He should have fucking ran into people like Jeffree before and understood at the microcosm level, this is that guy that was real bastard to you or girl. You know, that's Jeffree. He's just worth $100 million. But yeah, I bet every gay guy in the universe wants to be Jeffree. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure. You know what I like? I like to be, who's the actor who played Batman?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's who I'd want to be if I was like really good looking, super talented, played a major character. Yeah, Christian Bale seems like I wouldn't want to be as big an asshole as take myself as seriously as he does, but that's probably why he's fucking a rich, great actor, because he takes himself fucking too seriously, you know? That's that kind of. I want to look like fucking. That'd be badass. Look like Bruce Wayne. Yeah. What about Ben Affleck?
Well, I just got a notification from StoryFire announcing a new content creator. You know who it is?
Who?
I want you to see it.
I'm gonna put it on screen.
Say it.
I want you to see it.
Did they
Just
do
go
something to
it.
me? I want to talk about that. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad.
Funny. It's funny. That's funny.
You know,
Perfect timing.
I'm glad you brought this up. Me and Nick are. I came to the conclusion last night. I was never a fucking big fan of Mediger personally, and I respect what he does, but I just thought he was just a fucking vicious fuck. That went after people I respected, you know, and I like, why break up the skeptic community? They were the only ones that stood up to get SJWs, and Nick's doing a lot of research into this Candid thing, which I knew was something they got involved with that backfired, but I never thought it was malicious. But I didn't know anything about it, and I think you guys are going to hear an incredible story about people. Like, look, what do we do here? Just a YouTuber? Well, Nick may have found the mother of all stories, and I know a lot of people outside of blood sports don't know this, and Nick's really good at scraping away what was good about that, what lessons to learn from that, and what's entertaining about that world, and kind of put it in a shell. Because I think people that watch me and Augie, they can watch Mediker and stuff, but they're not going to go hardcore. Not necessarily Dame Pesos, you know. They'll go Mediker, but not Dame, or maybe Mediker, but not Killstream. They're not going to go that far into that world. We're somewhere in between. But I was looking at this Candid thing. Had I known about it and the details and what I'm finding out about it, I would have disavowed the entire skeptic community in 2016, all of them. And had I also known about this, I would have asked you remember the Catch 33 episode never aired that we did with Chris Ray-gun. And I basically kissed his ass because I thought he was the greatest. He's funny and, you know, he's a good YouTuber as far as, you know, talent's concerned. But what I've learned about skeptic YouTubers since then, you know, Jeremy wasn't really. I don't want to dump on Jeremy because he's really been doing good work. But you know my position with him, he can dish it out but can't take it. I'm not going to bash him too much. But he's doing like wonderful things on the platform. But you know, all these guys that I used to really respect, you know, when it came down to crunch time, when it came down to do the right thing, you know, when it came down to say we got fooled, nobody did it. Everybody, and I start to realize, like, you know, how some of those skeptic guys, how their political stuff shifted. It's trend based, so it's no different than what I Am Alex does. Like, you're gonna make fun of fucking e-boys? Well, maybe the skeptic community is the exact same way. You know, I've seen guys have all these like principles from Gamergate, And I think they just, after it was over and it wasn't profitable, they just went right back to being the far left or far right wacko, or maybe didn't, apolitical person they were before. They just want to be YouTubers. That's the train. I got on the drama one. That was the easiest one to get on. Maybe they got on there because this Candid thing is pretty much the most embarrassing fucking thing I ever seen. And how does that relate to Medicare? Well, I can see why he went out to destroy them. And I can see why he hates them so much. I think you're going to hear a story about that in the coming months. I don't usually research with Nick. First of all, he's so fast. He seems to have the time to do it, and he's faster than I am. But I've already, I'm using my connections to get him as close to the Candid situation as possible. And I've actually done some research on my own, so I actually might work directly with Nick on this one.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
$20. Interview Edwin Generations. I actually talked to him last night. You should go watch Augie last night, his stream, if you still got it up. I got to kind of interview him for the first time. Big fan of the egging. I love Sierra and Edwin. I talked to him DMs like when we called in a show and act like a bunch of assholes, but I never got to talk to him yesterday. So. Great guy. I think you would do it too. I don't know what I was going to ask him. I ask him about stuff. He doesn't want to talk about Sierra, so that's stuff I'm interested in. But yeah, go check out Everton. He's on T channels. It's insane. Is Sargon and some black guy involved? Apparently, it's not just them. It's everybody. Everybody that you liked back then is somehow involved in this, and it looks like nobody did the only guy right now, and he's not 100% off the hook either, that looks like he might have done the right thing or did what he could, was Monday Matt. So this story is fascinating, and I think it needs to be retold. And the reason I bring this fucking up, I really get a fucking kick out of these guys going after us, going after Nick. He's way out of line. I think we both agree, Verse, that, maybe this Bunty stuff goes too far.
Yeah,
but it was such a roundup.
I saw a majority of that shit really unnecessary. Like like it's something I would joke. Like I can be pretty fucking nasty to people.
You're a nasty
generally.
Fuck. Yeah.
But it would be like something in private, it would be like I'd bust his nuts in private to like joke with you
about
and
that.
I get that's what he was. Yeah, exactly. And I get that's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's kind of.
But my point is, you dig at that. And these guys are criticizing us for that, and they did worse?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are we gonna leave out the fucking context of him? I mean, look, as big as Nick is, he fucking subtweets Nick, bitches about Nick every fucking chance he gets. We know that's never ended, so it goes both ways. The only thing is Nick can take the jabs. He's just gonna. They don't like the jabs back, and then we find out that Chris, didn't know who Nick was, thought this was awful, and he did a podcast back in May that basically describes somebody he doesn't like, and it just happens to be somebody who went after I Am Alex, that made a video on Bunty King and went too far. What was that? Was that Vault? No, it was Nick, more than likely. So that means that whole act he gave you, my hair is all messed up. Oh my God, look at my hair. My hair is messed up. All right, Tommy, I'm just saying. It's just, a little above the pale. I mean, I wouldn't do that. It's just my opinion. And then we find out about this fucking Candid shit. This is the way this thing always goes. Bunty was nasty for me for no fucking reason. I've done nothing but supportive. You piss Nick off. We look you up. Because who the fuck are you to criticize us? I mean, you could do it. But once you start moral grandstanding, you're a fucking YouTuber. You probably have done horrible things. You probably have said one thing and done another. By the way, the video Nick made on Alex was more than deserved. What are you more concerned about? The video Nick made? Slaza, that was the whole thing during that thing last year. It's funny how everything's circling back to that. Why is Nick being a prick, making a video, telling of it, no one's debunked it, somehow worse than Slazo fucking losing his reputation and going down in internet history as somebody who commits sexual assault? It almost seems like we should expose it, but we're not allowed to make fun of it. We're not allowed to joke about it. Or there's like a time frame where we got to stop. No. And I refuse to fucking listen to that for somebody who basically since 2014, that's how long I've been watching Chris Ray Gun, has been screaming about free speech. I just start to wonder, is everybody in the skeptic community, or what's left of them, they're gone. They're not liberals, they're not conservatives, or they're far left or far right, and they have no redeeming quality and no principles at all. Because, by the way, you're not better than us in the commentary community. We are that. The commentary community is just a trend. They don't care. Nobody cares if Jeffree Star does something wrong. Nobody gives a shit about Shane Dawson. They're trying to make money. So you can't. The problem is you can't get in your fucking high horse if that's all you're in this for. If you have no principle, no political believing. Because the thing is, I do have those principles. I had them well before Gamergate and well before I was a YouTuber. You know, I look at a guy like Jeff Holiday, and I don't know if he was involved in this or not. We'll find out. And, you know, like, he said things back in the day that I don't think he'd say now. And I wonder, look, people's positions, he seems a lot further left than he was. Did his position change? Possible. Maybe it is. I've always been fine with Jeff. Or was just making fun of blue-haired girls easy money? I like to find out. In fact, I wouldn't have liked to find out if we didn't make this fucking low-grade effort, this half-assed, what looks like a gay op, to cancel Nick. It pisses me off to no end. Because I got to be perfectly fucking honest with you. I think that was coordinated. It looked it. And I wouldn't be surprised, and we're good at this, ask Elvis the Alien, if Elvis, maybe even Ethan Klein, was in on it. Chris will come out. He comes out, has a lot of credibility. He'll take a swipe, say, hey, guys, not trying to cancel, but this is like kind of beyond the pale. And all these big YouTubers. The thing is, most of you guys are vaginas. And you'll delete your tweets as soon as anybody puts up any kind of fucking resistance. I'm starting to realize Tonka was right about this. You guys were all tough when the hair was blue. But if you have anybody with any principles, anybody that enjoys conflict and debate as much as my crew does, the Goon Squad, you crack and you rely on your fame because you think we're fucking starstruck. I'm starstruck in the sense that I like your content. I don't know you. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to personally get involved this time. I was just a bystander in the NCO video. I was a bystander in this Lazo situation. I helped a little. God, my news team probably actually did more work. But I actually want to work on this one. Because this is a fascinating story. This is an incredible story. And then I want everybody to remember at the end, I think what Chris did was an attempt at cancellation. So if anybody has any information, my DMs are open on what do you call it? Discord.
Yeah.
And I'm interested. I was watching candid content almost all night. So yeah. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat. And we've dug up stuff from the past that you guys weren't familiar with you guys weren't familiar with. So like JF or Nick has. I think we put a pretty entertaining video. So put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear about Candid and the catastrophe that this was. I think it's deep dive time. And this time, I'm getting in the fucking pool. Because I don't know, that was so out of character for Chris. And then he comes, every day that has gone by that he sent me that, first I was like, that's kind of funny, Chris. And then I realized I'm getting fucking played. I'm getting fucking redirected. Chris is shy. I think they thought, like, oh my God, he'll take a bump for this. We're going to check him. No. Here's what happens every time somebody checks us. We fire back. Especially if you live in a glass house. And every YouTuber seems to live in one. Thank you again, I do appreciate it. I'm interested in this story. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, you're digging up stuff from the past. No, getting to the bottom. It was only one section of the internet. Candid. Why don't we find out what happened? You imagine that? Like doing a movie on Charles Manson? Why are you digging up that old stuff from the 60s? No, people want to see that. I want to see it. I want to know who's fucking real around here. Are you interested, Verst? I do. I set you up for that. I'm ready to go. No, I don't think that's true. Lacey Green. No, I don't think so.
Now we're getting off the deep end.
Nah, that's a little much. I actually had to apologize to Chris because I went on this rant. I think it was 2017.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for
about what a bitch fucking Lacey Green was.
I do remember that.
I'm embarrassed about that. I am very embarrassed. Oh, Jamie, she's a fucking cunt bitch. I wouldn't walk anywhere with her without having a tape recorder. I want to get accused of rape. I said all these horrible things. And then Jamie's like, she's dating Chris. She's dating Chris. What? And I left this fucking, I was like, I don't know if you're going to hear this, but I just said a bunch of horrible shit about your girlfriend. And I was wrong. And I had no idea she was dead because I wouldn't have said it then. But Chris, that's the kind of guy I am. I'm principled.
You know
Nick's
what, Tommy,
principled.
Listening back to you.
I will apologize. When I right wrongs. I don't fucking get in calls with people and try to low-key cancel them. And I want to find out if that happened. Chris. I don't know. Can you maybe you can back me up? Maybe I'm a little sensitive when it comes to Diorio.
Yeah, that's fair.
It really gets on my nerves. I like Turkey Tom told me I said everything short of threatening a fucking miner's life to Turkey Tom when he said fucking off-base shit about Diorio. And I'm not talking jokes. You can call him a big fat ass. He is. So am I. He is. I'm not talking jokes. But when you start saying character stuff that isn't true, you try to lead on that there's, he's anything other than an asshole, like it's a bigger problem than it seems to be. Like, the asshole's just the red flag. There's something deeper there. Nick is generous. Nick is a good friend. And most of all, he's something that most YouTubers aren't. He's loyal. Very, very loyal. I don't like that. So, yeah, you might think it's just a little comment. But I want to find out if that's a fucking gay op. And let me tell you something. You should have fucking DM'd me. Ain't going to work this time. So, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with Candid. And I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I follow you. And I got a history of this shit. I don't care if you follow me. I don't care if you got 2 million subs. I don't care if you've been on here before. I don't even care if you've been nice to me. This is one button that I can't stand having pushed. And then you add that on with the whole mission of this channel to expose who is just a YouTuber. And I thought I couldn't be shocked. But yet I am every time. And I suppose on the surface, that probably looks like, wow, you have all your friends. You end up turning on them. Well, first of all, I'm not that close with Chris. I've talked to him about it 14 times in the last 3 years. More of a fan. That's how it usually comes. You follow somebody, you're a friend. By the way, most YouTubers follow each other. They hate each other. They'll do that for appearances to keep the drama out. Those guys hate drama. But that's the line we walk over here. So, Drummer 828 beat Nick in a bait. Did he? Did he?
Yeah, he uploaded a video.
Did he do that before or after he cleaned his mom's bedpan? All right. So yeah, I'm interested. It's probably a couple months in the making, but oh boy. And by the way, I'm not going to do anything on it in this channel. Nick is going to take the whole fucking thing. I'll do a show on it afterward. I'll benefit afterwards. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm willing, and I'm gonna go. Gonna go. All right. I think I'm done. Look out tomorrow. We might be doing those this week. I'll try to knock them out this week. The extra shows for the members. So keep an eye on that. I'll announce that maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow night after the show, we'll do that. We'll just do a straight stream after around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do the members only, and maybe we'll do them back to back, both Monday and Tuesday. So there you go. Yeah, I'll my StoryFire. You can go check that out. Actually, but I'm gonna go into paid Discord right after this. I'll chat with you all. If you guys are any kind of member, arcade, anything, I'll like to chat with you right now. If you have any questions for me, it's gonna be short though, because I think I'm gonna work on a StoryFire video. So there you go. No, I'm ready to roll, and I hope you guys are ready to roll with me. What is candid? What is candid? We're going to find out.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a headline.